growth of science we are discussing this topic today. We see that that's the period when the science is acquiring prestige, and we see that people or the students are trying to select scientific subjects. And in the colleges and the universities, I think there is more emphasis on science, and many students are trying to go for scientific subjects. Not only that, we see in the society that the scientific technology is being adopted. Now, that is how we see there's a lot of growing prestige of the discipline of science. So what we see is that definitely it is acquiring, let's say, a lot of respect, lots of prestige in the society. And we also see that that very scientific approach is being, let's say, advocated and being followed by the sociologists. We see that sociologists, especially Comte, Durkheim, Spencer, Mead, from the beginning they were preoccupied with science. So many wanted to follow the scientific model, adopt the scientific model, and that scientific model was from the natural sciences, the sciences like biology, like physics, and maybe I could call them as biological sciences and natural kind of sciences. So the debate started at that time whether we should go for application of scientific model to the study of human behavior, or we should go for something else. I think there was a lot of discussion, but the trend, I think, was developing that the persons who were busy in studying the human behavior tried to adopt the scientific method to the study of human behavior. So the same kind of, I think, prestige was being attached to the application of scientific method, which means that they were trying to study the behavior from the angle of empiricism. That is, the human behavior is to be studied by such a method where we depend upon sensory experiences. So what we see is that this model is being adopted, although so some sociologists like Weber thought that maybe wholesome application of scientific method was limited. So that is how we see this debate started, and we see that this debate continues even till today. So the issue of relationship between sociology and science is all the time debated between one school of thought and another school of thought. But on the whole, when we look at the publications of, let's say, sociologists in scientific journals, particularly if we look into some of the, I think, publications in the American Society, American Sociological Association, what we see is that they are more emphasizing on scientific approach. Nevertheless, we see that qualitative approach is also being advocated.